Moet hier weer omlachen.
Ja, die foto.
A local judge praised defendant John Roy, but was dismayed to learn that Roy had had sex with the corpse.
What's up, Peanut?
I can't take no more of this radio. I never heard so much shit in all my life. Sailor Ripley, you get me some music on that radio this instant. I made it!
Welcome to Wonderful World of Wax. Hosted by Thresh Up, broadcasting live through Prospect Radio.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, blast off.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Wonderful World of Wax with your host with the most, sort of, they say. Fresh air here. Yeah, this is the show where, I get to play everything I want. Just dig through my record collection, grab out those black gold gems, and get that Friday afternoon started exactly right. Right? Well, I think that's kind of what we aim for here anyway. But, as people know that I've heard this before, this is not a drum and bass or hardcore show. This is actually the stuff that I dig and that I learned to love from a young age. So it goes all across the place, where I'll play anything. Anything, really. I might even do requests if anybody has any good tastes in the shout box or for YouTube, but who knows, it has to be fucking great. So I'm warning you guys. Anyway, today's show, I'm a bit in it's Friday. I'm actually feeling the vibe. My kid's with his mom this weekend, so this means that daddy's got time to play. So I think we're actually, after the whole sober thing, we're gonna go drinking this weekend and maybe start today. Actually, you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world, isn't it? Right? Somewhere in the world, it's always 5 o'clock, you know. So, no, I think I'm gonna go through some, some uplifting stuff today. You know, some old school hardcore punk, some reggae, some soul, some funk, some black metal. Just easy listening. Maybe even some elevator jazz. You know, you never know what you're gonna get on the wonderful world of wax. I'm gonna start off. This is a record that came out, I think 15 years ago, but it only came out on CD back then, which was a shame because it's by Tim Armstrong. It's called A Poet's Life, the album. If you're checking out the camera, this is the record. But anyway, it was actually the time that like reggae and ska was totally not hip in punk anymore. You know, you had this terrible time before that where all of a sudden all these skate punk bands were throwing in the ska stuff and it sounded like a fucking terrible carnival. So lucky enough that phase passed. But then this guy, he wrote this record, came out of nowhere, and it's just a really fucking great reggae rocksteady album by Tim Armstrong. And arguably I think it's the last really good thing he wrote, you know. I mean, the last few Rancid albums, because he of course is the vocalist for Rancid, they weren't that great, you know. The old stuff was amazing. Yeah, I'll tell you something though. I mean, the guy's a multi-millionaire, but that's not for his punk rock music. He wrote, like, for instance, the whole Pink album. You know, there's this album by Pink, the pop star, with that that hit called "I'm Trouble, I'm Trouble." Well, put a Tim Armstrong voice on it. I'm trouble, I'm trouble. You got a Rancid song, but he wrote that whole fucking album. You know, just so you know, it wasn't Pink herself with her guitar. No, not even with a guitar. But anyway, back to this album, because, you know, I love to talk. I talk more than I play music. You know, it's my favorite hobby in the world, talking all day long. Maybe I should do a 24-hour show, just me talking. What do you think, guys? Up for that or not? Let me know. If you're not up for that, fuck you. Hey, this one, A Poet's Life by Tim Armstrong. We're going to start with the first track from the album. The third one is the hit, but, you know, it's not always about the hits, you know. That's what you get here. You get the really good stuff. This one's called Wake Up.
Are you ready for this?
Wake up, sons of bitches. It's Friday. Time to grab a beer, get wrecked, start the weekend right.
Oh, wake up, you son of a bitch. I wanna know who you're with. Why do you roll in at night at like 6 in the morning? I say, wake up, my love of mine. Why do you spend your time with these guys who don't love you the way that I do? This time things gonna be changing, starting new, rearranging. I got a new girl I'm seeing, just like the last one, just like the first one. Live for today, not tomorrow. Keep moving away from sorrow. Ain't one to beg or borrow. So listen to me. Wake up, you son of a bitch. I wanna know who you're with. Why do you roll in at night at like 6 in the morning? I say, wake up, my love of mine. Why do you spend your time with these guys who don't love you the way that I do? Phone call, no mistaken. She starts her shaking. Eyes open, now I'm awakened. I'm gonna take it day by day now. Get high, good times rolling on the side. City's showing or somewhere new to be going. So keep moving. Wake up, you son of a bitch. I wanna know who you're with. Why do you roll in at night at like 6 in the morning? I say, wake up, my love of mine. Why do you spend your time with these guys who don't love you the way that I do?
Are you ready? I go like Tim Armstrong.
son of a bitch. I wanna know who you're with. Why do you roll in at night at like 6 in the morning? I say, wake up, my love of mine. Why do you spend your time with these guys who don't love you the way that I do? The way that I do.
Oh yeah, Tim Armstrong. Wake up. Hope you guys woke up by now. Hey, while we're on that kind of reggae tip, gonna, my favorite, I think my favorite kind of reggae dancehall vocalist by far is Capleton. I mean, seriously, that dude. I remember, it's all about fucking the world of wax and thing, and I'm going to tell some background info, because I used to be promoter. I used to book a lot of the concerts in Rotterdam for a lot of the concert halls, and I remember, man, booked Capleton once, saw that show in the legendary Nighttown, and so everybody's waiting, he's not there. I'm like, and this dude, I mean, he was already fucking around 60 then, So I'm like, where the fuck is he? So his manager, yeah, you have to pick him up from the hotel. Just saying, the hotel was 2 minutes walk. But anyway, so my colleague is like, fuck that, we're not getting a cab. So we get in his like really shitty, crappy car, drive to the hotel 2 minutes away. And we're there in the lobby waiting. And he just, just not answering or anything. After a while, comes down with his bird. He was just banging, man. The show was delayed for an hour just because he was banging his missus. It's all about priorities in life, right? And then so he gets in the car and he starts laughing, and he's got his like big fucking, I don't know what you call them, the whole headdress thing in his big fucking shiny suit. And he gets in that little fucking Fiat or something, and we get to Nighttown, and his manager comes out, starts screaming, disrespect to the artist, how can he drive in a car like that? Well, I'm just thinking, beats the fucking motorcycle fucking crap they drive in Jamaica, right? But that's just me. But back to the point, Capleton here, and this one's called That Day Will Come.
Equal rights and justice for all, rise and never fall. Tell them, say, boom, what they gonna do when enough for them not true? Say what they gonna do, them get slew, yeah. Who do you think you are? We're living in a small world. As wicked as you think you are, we're living in a small world. As bad as you think you are, we're living in a small world. Fire getting burned, that day will come when they will try to escape.
Rastafari Jah.
Nowhere to run, that day will come.
That day will come.
See they handing over bombs and bayonets and bullets and guns. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shall rise the whole of the ghetto youth them from out of Islam, yeah. And the day I would love to see their face for all those evil they do to the human race and try to take things out of place. Run away to space, shoot them in the air. If you want a judgment, you are gonna get a taste. When them find out so that them can't escape. Sadness they send on the people them trace. Smile on my face, that day will come when I stand and see all those wicked men and the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and there will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see they handing over bombs and bayonets and bullets and guns. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shall rise the one they get to do them out of the slum. Boom! Who do you think you are? We're living in a small world. As wicked as you think you are, we're living in a small world. As slick as you think you are, we're living in a small world. tomorrow. Make sure you pay back anytime you borrow. Make sure you don't left no life in a sorrow. Make sure you not lead down straight like arrow. Make sure your brains not push out in a barrow. Make sure no make them walk out and borrow. Yeah, make sure your meditation and narrow. Judgment, I would want to tell them something the world I want. That day will come when I shall stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and they will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see they handing over bombs and bayonets and bullets and guns. That day will come when Emperor Selassie shall ride up on the wings of the heavens and the sun. Oh, yes, I will remain the same, hailing Rastafari name, and watch them going up in flames. For all the innocent going down the drain, you have to pay for the shackles and chains, and pay for this washing of the brain, and pay for these guns and cocaine, the sick and the lame. Alright, that day will come when I shall stand and see all those wicked men in the fire getting burned. That day will come when they will try to escape and they will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see they handing over plans and
Capleton, that day will come. Killer, man. Yeah, actually, definitely. I mean, if you're into this kind of shit, but you don't have any of these records, get some Capleton in your life, you know, and buy it on vinyl, because this is the wonderful world of wax. We don't do CDs, you know. This is all about black gold. Okay, you know, yeah, all you guys know this kind of stuff, you know, the reggae music, the dancehall stuff. But, you know, it all started with Rocksteady, which was kind of like a mixture of soul and just up-tempo stuff. I'm going to play an old track from a Trojan. Trojan was kind of like the label. There's actually a really cool documentary coming out, I heard, for a year now, about the whole movement. But if you want to get into the kind of like the 60s stuff, the Rocksteady stuff, just grab like any Trojan collection, you know. I'm going to play a track from this Tighten Up collection, which is actually really good, and it's by an artist called Rudy Mills. He didn't really release a lot of stuff, but what he did release is pretty fucking rockin'. This track is called Jon Jones. That was Jon Jones by Rudy Mills. Yeah, man. Really doesn't really get much better when it's summer vibes. Some old fucking 60s rocksteady Jamaican ska. Killer. How can you stand still to that shit, you know? So anyway, moving up the vibe a little bit here. You know, this week I was lucky, man. I won another record on Discogs. That's what I always tell my girlfriend. Like, I don't tell her, yeah, shit, I spent a ton of money on a record. Nah, man, I won a record on Discogs. Makes it feel less bad. But this was actually a win, because I managed to pick up the original pressing, 1979, of the debut album by the Germs. And turns out I paid a ton of money for it, but it's worth 4 times more than that. So we're actually looking at a record. Yeah, fuck it, you know. If you try and steal it here, I'll fucking kill you. I paid, what was it, 60, 70 euros for it, but they're selling it for 400. Bomb! But no, I'm not selling mine. This is a fucking keeper. Anyway, the Germs, legendary. I mean, in the States, I think the first punk band that fucking any household in America got introduced to was the Germs. Because Saturday Night Live, I mean, we've all heard of that TV program, made the big fucking mistake to get the Germs to play on the show. And they'd never had any hardcore punk on national TV before. So the Germs come up and they bring their crew. And back then there was kind of like a thing between, you know, North New York or South New York or East or West, I don't fucking know. So, yeah, you know, both these crews turn up, and this show turned into one fucking riot, of course. You know, it was mosh pit craziness, and America was in shock because they'd never seen a fucking punk show before. You can actually see footage from it on YouTube. Check that shit out. It was like, I think, a few €100,000 worth of damage in the TV studio, and the Germs were banned for life. But still, you know, any publicity is good publicity, right? Because nobody's going to forget that. Well, this track I'm going to play is called Lexicon Devil by the Germs. Lexicon Avenue by the Germs. Yeah. Pretty fucking rockin', right? So I don't care, man, if this record is worth 400 euros. You know, I'd rather starve to death than sell it. And I'm not joking here. I mean, I do still sell shit sometimes, you know. Stuff I bought back when my taste in music was already great, but not as great as now. You know, like recently, what did I sell? Fucking... Britney Spears? Yeah, I sold a Britney Spears record. But the guy only bought it because he wanted me to paint dicks on it, which of course, you know, I aim to please. So I'll draw dicks anytime, you know, I love drawing dicks. But no, really. Recently I fucking sold a Jimmy Eat World record for 250 euros because it was the Clarity record and it was like 500 pressing just before they became famous. And I saw them in some basement in front of 20 people, which was not even a bad show. But yeah, you know, 250 euros or a Jimmy Eat World record. I'll go for 250 euros. You know why? Because it gives me money to buy a ton of other great records. Anyway, this next one. For me, I'm still, I think, after Lemmy, the biggest, most important rock and roll fucking legend, star ever, of course, is Iggy Pop. I mean, come on, we even named our dog after him. Iggy Pop. Anyway, but yeah, of course, Iggy Pop, he released a lot of stuff, but by far the best stuff he did was with the Stooges, of course. So yeah, of course, that's what you're gonna hear now. And I've chosen to play a song called TVI, which I fucking love, and I hope you guys too. And if you don't like it, that just means you gotta rethink your life, you know? Does my taste in music suck or doesn't it? Anyway, TVI by Iggy and the Stooges. Iggy and the Stooges. Does it get better than that? Well, not much better, to be honest. But yeah, unfortunately, the drummer and the guitar player both died. The bass player quit years ago because the last shows they did, they had Mike Watt of the Minuteman on bass. But yeah, I think no more Stooges. But Iggy's still playing. You know, I think 2 years ago he released that record with with Josh Holmes from Queens of the Stone Age, which was actually pretty good. A bit laid back, but a good album. Anyway, going on now. Next one I'm playing is by an old soul rock and roll artist called Nathaniel Meyer. He's one of those guys that released stuff back in the 60s and then kind of got forgotten about. And then, the guys from Epitaph started this label called Fat Possum Records, where they were releasing a bunch of these old, like, blues, rock and roll, mostly black artists, from back in the days. And then he had an album out on that, but which was good. But what I'm going to play you now is actually a 7-inch by Nathaniel Meyer that was released by a friend of mine from Rotterdam called, he's called Stefan Thijs, and his label's called Stardom Records, and it's still around. They release a lot of, kind of pop-punk records. Fun fact, Stefan Thijs, we've been friends since I was like 15 or something. He actually designed, everybody knows that bear design of DJ Paul Elstock, right? You know, the Come and Play bear. Well, that was actually designed by my friend who had nothing with hardcore or gabber. And I think he got paid 200 guilders for that design back then. Can you imagine? And I think that DJ Paul probably pressed hundreds of thousands of that. So bad deal. But anyway, fun fact. But anyway, so Stefan Thijs, we even toured together back in the days when I was playing guitar on this tour for the Apers in America. He was driving. And he's the label owner of Stardom. Still releasing some really cool stuff. And he also released this 7-inch by Nathaniel Meyer. The song we're going to play is called I Found Out. And trust me, this is a dirty motherfucker.
I told you before, stay away from my door. Don't give me that brother. Your friends on the phone won't leave me alone. Don't give me that brother. No, I found out. I found out. Now that I've shown what I've been through, don't take nobody's word for what you can do. There ain't no Jesus gonna come out in the sky. Now that I found out, I know I can cry. I found out. I found out. Some of you sitting there with your cock in your hand don't get you nowhere, don't make you a man. I heard something about Mama and my pa. They didn't want me, so they made me a star. I found out. I found out. Oh, Harry Kitchener's got nothing on you. Just keep you crazy with nothing to do. Keep you occupied with pie in the sky. There ain't no guru who can see through your eyes. I found out. I found out. Seen it through junkies. I've to feel your own pain. I found out. I found this out. I found out. Out. Out.
Yeah, Nathaniel Meyer. I guess he found out. I'm pretty sure he found out. But what did he find out? Did you guys get the message out there? Probably has to do with his wife cheating on him. But then again, I do not expect this guy never cheating on his missus now, okay? Anyway, on to the next, a personal favorite of mine. I'm going to play you a track by a band called the Bell Rays, which are, yeah, what is it? I think they're, yeah, well, from southern areas in the States. Anyway, a really great band. It's kind of like a mix between rock and roll and soul, but really it's all about the lead vocalist, who is a fucking legend. And I'll explain why. Let me look here. So she plays in the Bell Rays. That's kind of her thing, and she fronts that together with her husband, who plays guitar. But you'll probably recognize her voice because she also did the vocals of two of the biggest hits by Basement Jaxx. She did vocals for Bloody Beetroots. Crystal Method, and just a bunch of other stuff, you know. She's this, I know this big African-American woman who fucking rocks. I mean, like, really, you know. Like, I'm not, like, I'll be honest, you know. Exceptions there. I'm usually not a big fan of female vocals, except when they're just black women, you know, because they've got balls. They sing like they're ready to cut your nuts off and feed them to you, you know. It's kind of like that. I don't know. They've got power, man. Anyway, yeah. So the Bell Rays, I saw them live once because I booked them once in a club called Waterfront. And Jesus fucking Christ, you know, even if you were in a wheelchair, I think you would get up halfway and start, you know, just swinging those fucking hips, you know, in our white way, because we don't really have hips to swing. So it kind of looks stupid, but fuck it, you know, you do it anyway. Okay, this song's called Making Up for Lost Time, which is kind of a love song, I think. Here we go, the Bell Rays.
Should've told you then what I'm telling you now. I should have found a way, but I didn't know how. Long road behind me. You don't know how hard I tried. Making up, making up, making up for lost time. Too many things I wish I could try again. Oh, too many times I stayed when I just couldn't win. You gotta hope for something, the only way to get by. Making up, making up, making up for lost time. Better late than never, or so they say. I've been waiting forever just to have one more day. like a game I've been playing all wrong now. Well, I've been playing the same for far too long. But when I find my one thing, oh, my world can pass me by, making up, making up, making up for lost time. Oh, making up, making up, making up for lost time. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh yeah, the bell rays, making up for lost time. So, this next one I'm playing, you know, fuck it, yeah. You know, when people think about surf music, they think the Beach Boys, which is not even fucking surf music. You know that only one of the members of the Beach Boys could actually surf. He actually surfed. The rest didn't even surf, which is pretty fucking lame. Call yourself the Beach Boys, but you can't surf? Fuck you. Anyway, but surf music, of course, as a genre, people always think of Dick Dale. Of course, Dick Dale was a master, but there were a lot of great surf bands back in the day with that signature sound. I'm going to play you an old 7-inch from a band called Jon and the Night Riders, fronted by, coincidentally, a guy called Jon. And this track's called Thunder Over Rincon. Surf sounds of Jon and the Night Riders. Yeah, you know, gives you a Pulp Fiction vibe, right? Of course it does, because, you know, they play a lot of this kind of stuff in their fucking movies. That's how all these artists that never got hip became hip a lot of the time. But Jon and the Night Riders is not one of them. I'm teaching you about this band, just so you know. I should make movies, man. Be Gary Tarantino. Actually sounds pretty fucking good, because this next one I'm gonna play would work perfect in a fucking Gary Tarantino movie also. This one's a track from the 60s by Rick Gary called Pimples and Braces. For all you guys that still have pimples and braces.
I want to take you back.
And if he was anywhere near here. We'd had him long ago. 1,000 quid.
Pimples and braces. Pimples and braces. Tacos and t-shirts. Bongos and burgers. Rockin' and rumbles, baby. Bushwhacks and bandstands. Sideburns and switchblades. Milkshakes and muggins. Pimples and braces. Braces and pimples. Pimples and braces. It's a blast.
Oh, yeah, my God. Pimples and braces, yeah. Where's my kazoo when I need one, right? Well, who knows? Maybe I'll do a kazoo solo in a bit. Just fucking freestyle it through one of these records. Because the kazoo is the most underestimated instrument out there. Together with the cowbell and the foghorn. Those three, man. You know? Maybe I should give kazoo workshops on YouTube, you know, teach you guys how to fucking rock a kazoo. What do you say? Thumbs up if you want a kazoo session with Gary White, aka Thrasher the Kazoo Master. No, aka Thrasher the Kazoo Smasher. Okay, this next one. Going for the girl power here, man. Fuck it, you know? Like dancehall. This is the fucking queen of dancehall. Everybody knows this track, but fuck it. It's nothing wrong with playing a hit once in a while if you also educate in the meanwhile. If you do not know this track, I'm not even going to announce it, because if you don't know this song, shame on you.
The thing called a bum bum. It's with the arms Jamaican. Really different style, different fashion. You know? Tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy can't understand.
Thumbs up if you know this one. Let's rock our socks off.
Some of them ask me where me get it from. Just some of them ask me where me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. I told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, hey, what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, hey, what a bam bam, ta what a bam bam. This woman never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come free nice up Jamaican. So bam bam, ta what a bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam, bam bam dilang, bam bam. place, I miss a well, slick. He bam, bam, hey, yo. Tawata, bam, 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 bilang, bam, 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 bilang, bam, bam, hey, yo. Tawata, bam, bam, hey, yo. Say what, bam, bam. That's how much them a say me want come and shut them plan. I told them no, no, me a one business woman. Sister Nancy, she a one in a 3 million. Sister Nancy, she a one in a 3 million. So bam, bam, say what, bam, 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 hey. Say go, Sister Nancy, make you go. I tell you, say fi go, Sister Nancy, make you go. I know it from me head straight down to my toe. I teach her down, Sister Nancy, and they go. And some of them a ask her, Sister Nancy, make your bad song. Long down the list, Sister Nancy, make your bad song. He bam bam, what a bam bam. He bam bam bilang, bam bam. He bam bam bilang, bam bam. What a bam bam. Hey, tell me say what a bam bam. This woman, I never trouble no one. I'm a lady, I'm not a man. MC is my ambition. I come feel nice up Jamaican. So bam bam, say what a bam 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 bilang, bam 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 bilang, bam bam. Hey, tell me say one thing Nancy can't understand. One thing Nancy.
So yeah, I had to throw in the kazoos, you know, people were asking for it. But you know, this was not really the track to throw in a kazoo, but you know, fuck it, we do it anyway, because this is 100% live, Prospect Radio, 24/7, here to fuck up your airwaves. And do you get any fucking kazoo leads on normal radio? Hell fucking no, because those motherfuckers ain't got the guts to do that shit, you know? They play it safe, you know? They play it safe. They'll play the hits that they get paid to play. But here we do not do that shit. We play whatever we want to play. And at the moment, that's a kazoo. Let's see if you recognize this song. So which one is that, guys? Recognize the song? Recognize that song? Tell me what it is. Send a shout-out message. Send a fucking YouTube message. Comment on my fucking kazoo skills, motherfuckers. Hey, this next one. It's actually an interesting story because, you know, as most of you know, I'm a punk rocker, man. That's my fucking thing. And I was really always into like the early 80s American hardcore stuff. When it came to England, you know, The Clash, of course, you know, Joe Strummer was my fucking hero. And in the beginning, some weird way, I was always like, yeah, Sex Pistols, you know, because Sid Vicious for me was just a fucking junkie, you know. Not that I have anything against junkies. Most of my friends are junkies. But still, you know, it was like kind of like overrated, I thought. But then years later, I kind of started to understand that actually, you know, Never Mind the Bollocks by the Sex Pistols was actually the bollocks. I mean, it's a fucking great rock and roll record. I'm playing it here because it's something I think all of you might actually know, you know? Like I can go deep into the fucking crypts of obscurity here in the Gary White House. But, you know, it's like, you know, kind of like, let's take it as a gateway drug. Like all these wonderful World of Wax shows, it's all about me getting you guys hooked into this shit. You know, one show at a time. You go deeper and deeper into it till you're fucked forever, you know? Anyway, God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols, 1979, you know? With all the PC bollocks going on now, facial book fucking, you can't even say any swear word. Like, if you see a nipple somewhere, it gets fucking banned, you know? Shit has gone the wrong way, man. I mean, trust me, you know? Shit was way more liberal 15 years ago, 20 years ago than it is now. And I'm fucking dead serious about this shit. So listen to this. Listen to what they're singing. Imagine that being a top 40 song at the moment. Wouldn't fucking happen, you know? You know, they're talking about how the Queen of England and everything's all fucking fascist, blah, blah, blah shit, you know? And this was fucking released on Virgin. Yeah. The guy is now one of the richest people in the world, so he did good. Anyway, God saved the Queen by the Sex Pistols. So guys, you hear how fucked up the 7 inches sounded. As you can imagine, it is live. It is live, because this 7-inch is pretty fucking bent to pieces. Jesus Christ, man. What the fuck's up with that? I guess I'll have to do an improvised kazoo solo again. No, well, then we'll just quickly switch to something else. So let me think. You know, because we only play records here. I have to look at it here. Let's see what we can put on for you guys. You know, fuck it. Let's, yeah, I got it. I got this. Give me a second. I might play some kazoo on my way to the record. And with no hands. Did you see that? Fucking wrecked the shit with no hands. Okay, now I lost my fucking thing. Oh, here it is. Okay, you know what? I was talking about like how I'm not a fan of female vocalists. Well, there's one woman, white female vocalists. Actually, there's a few. You know, I have a secret crush for Florence and the Machine. I have to admit that. I'm not going to take it back. But this woman, actually, okay, fuck it. It's actually a song by Iggy Pop I'm going to play. It's called Candy. But for me, actually, it's all about that girl that does the duet with her. And it's weird. She used to be in the B-52s. Fuck it. Let's just play the music, because the other one fucked up. So let's not fuck up this one. This is Candy by Iggy Pop.
It's a rainy afternoon, 1990.
And it ain't raining now.
Big city. Jeez, it's been 20 years. Candy. You were so fine. Beautiful, beautiful girl from the north. You burned my heart with a flickering torch. I had a dream that no one else could see. You gave me love for free. Candy, 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 I can't let you go. All my life you're haunting me, I loved you so. Candy, 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 I can't let you go. Life is crazy. Candy, baby.
Yeah, it's all about this part, man.
Yeah, well, it hurt me real bad when you left.
I can feel she
glad
means
you got
it.
out, but I miss you. I've had a hole in my heart for so long. I've learned to fake it
Those men are all the same. Tell it like it is.
Not games. Candy, 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 I can't let you go.
All my life, you're haunting me, I love you so. Candy, 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 I can't let you go. Life is crazy. I know, baby.
Okay, here, when she does the fucking long haul with her voice, goosebumps.
Candy, 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 I can't let you go. All my life, you're haunting me, I love you so. Candy, 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 life is crazy. Candy, baby.
Candy by Iggy Pop. Jesus fucking Christ. That, you know, okay, it's a fucking hit, you know. It was one of those 80s hits, but do they make songs like this on the radio these days? Fuck no, man. I mean, it still gives me goosebumps, you know. It's a slow song. It's not like heavy or anything, but it rocks like a motherfucker. And yeah, Tronica in the chat, you got it right. One Step Beyond by Madness. That was it. But the kazoo version by me. Should I release that shit? Maybe just do like a 7-inch. Just me playing kazoo covers. Be fucking amazing. I would buy it. But yeah, probably nobody else would. Hey, as the Sex Pistols completely fucked up just now because the 7-inch was bent. Shit happens, you know. It's an old fucking record. Sucks. Now I gotta fucking find it on Discogs again and pay $1 million fucking euros for it. Anyway, but yeah, then let's go for Angelic Upstarts instead then, you know. 1980, UK, snotty as fuck, punk rock. And this track's called Never Add Nothing from the record We Gotta Get Out of This Place.
He's 18 and he wants to die, wants some glory, but the price is high. Sees a way out and wants to touch the sky. A star for the day and a corpse for tomorrow. The media loved him just for a day. That's all he needs to pave his way. His arms and largely made to last, where it all ended in just one blast. I ain't ever been nothing. I ain't ever had nothing. I ain't ever been nothing. I ain't ever had nothing. Going up in a puff of smoke. Going up in a puff of smoke. I'm gonna go out in a puff of smoke. I wanna go out in a puff of smoke.
Whoa, whoa.
I can see him vivid, vandally slum round his chest, making his grand finale, his farewell to us all. Why didn't he see a future? Why no bridges left to cross? Is it all that existed in his mind to be a star for just one day? To reach the point of no return at the start of just one day. No turning back, no afterthoughts, just a bullet in his chest. I ain't ever been nothing. I ain't ever had nothing. I ain't ever been nothing. I I wanna go out and put the smoke.
Time to clap those hands, people. Yeah, fuck yeah, angelic upstarts. You know, as I said again, you know, it started with me and the American stuff, but I did, you know, start to really appreciate the old English stuff as well. But now we're gonna fly all the way over to the other side of the world, to the United States of America, cause I got this band called the legendary Shack Shakers, and their album's called Swamp Blood, came out in 2007. I booked them back then in Nighttown. They fucking rocked. They killed it. They brought that fucking bluesy rock and roll, country and western sound. And yeah, fuck it. I'm trying to sound all redneck right now. But yeah, you know, maybe I was a redneck, like, I don't know, in another life or something. Because I do really dig that western kind of like country, white trash, you know, fucking whiskey drinking sound. Yeah, I do dig it, but I hate the Confederate flag. Fuck all that shit, you know. I mean, that I hate, but there was some good bands back then, and I know for a fact that this band is not one of those redneck, you know, fucking racist motherfuckers. No, these guys understand the roots, man. Anyway, so I'm live. I think it's still one of the best kind of like, you know, southern, dirty rock and roll country bands I ever saw live. I mean, the vocalist, they call him the Colonel. He's a fucking machine, man. The guy's a monster on stage. And, yeah. Well, just check it out. See what you think. And big up Hultism, tune in from Rocklaw, much appreciated. Time to get line dancing, people. Grab your partner by the arm.
Tracks down Chibridge Road.
So yeah, legendary shack shakers. Yeah, I like it, you know, it makes me want to fucking order some moonshine, do some crystal meth, you know, drive a dirty truck down a muddy dirt road, you know, shoot rifles, you know, shit like that. Bang my cousin or my sister, you know, just, you know, typical redneck stuff, you know, that's what they do, you know, it's culture. Nah, I'm just kidding. Don't bang your sister or your cousin because you'll get like a retarded kid, you know, and it's actually against the law. But then again, against the law is not the reason not to do it. The other reasons might be a reason. Plus, it's just weird, man. Imagine bagging your sister or your cousin. That's fucking weird. But then again, life can be weird, can it? Nah, I'm joking. Do not try banging your sister at home. Okay, I actually quit doing the interviews with Prospect Radio because people were offended sometimes, or I would like say stuff. So now Holly does them, and she does it seriously. So it's kind of like for my own protection. But yeah, now I got Wonderful World of Wax, you know. So yeah, you know, I'll tell you what's on my mind. Which comes out weird now because banging my sister is definitely not on my mind, but yeah, whatever rocks your boat, people. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, so you know, I stole this idea from the Far Beyond Sober show by Pythias and Axis, you know, the mandatory Motorhead track. But yeah, you know, it was a nice idea, but you know, I'm gonna take it next level here, because yeah, I can go for a mandatory Motorhead track, or I can play a track by Lemmy that you guys probably don't even know. So 2003, Dave Grohl. Everybody knows Dave Grohl. You know, the drummer from Nirvana, the singer from the Foo Fighters, probably the nicest dude in rock and roll, everybody thinks. Well, I have to agree. How can you hate Dave Grohl? I mean, he's like such a lovable guy. But anyway, like in 2003, he wrote an album, which everything he wrote himself and recorded himself. And it's called Probot. And it's a double vinyl. Of course, yeah, I don't know what the CD looks like, but fuck it. It's Wonderful World of Wax. We don't do CDs here. Anyway, so it's, it was this record. And what he did, he wrote 11 songs based on his favorite vocalists. So he wrote songs in the style of the bands of those vocalists. So he's got a song with Kronos from Venom on it, Max Cavalera from Sepultura, fucking the guy Wino from King Diamond's on it. You know, it's insane actually. Lee Dorian. Yeah, pretty fucking sick album. Anyway, but there's one track on it which is my personal favorite, and of course it has Lemmy from Motorhead on vocals, and the song's called Shake Your Blood. And for me it sounds kind of like a soundtrack to pole dance to, if I was a pole dancer, that is.
Better get it right. Got your rolling bones, do everything
Probot with Lemmy on vocals, and the rest is all Dave Grohl. Hey, we're taking it a bit slow here, you know, because some people I think were offended by my incestual jokes. So here's Sam Cooke, Cry Me a River.
Now you say you're lonely, you cry the long night through. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Now say you're sorry for being so untrue. Well, you can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head, while you never shed a tear. Remember, I remember all that you said. Told me love was too plebeian, told me you were through with me, and now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you do, come on and cry me a river, cry me a river, 'cause I cried a river over you. Come on and cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you.
Cry Me a River by Sam Cooke, who, you know, there's this weird thing when it comes to like soul art, you know, some weird way they all get murdered. It's fucking crazy. Sam Cooke, there's actually this documentary about it now, because it's super weird. I mean, like, he was in a hotel with his girl, and he went out, what was it, like to get ice or something like that, and accidentally went into a wrong room and he got shot by some woman. And it's fucking weird. I don't know, but anyway, there's a documentary about it. I haven't checked it yet, but if it's anything like Leaving Netherlands, then I'm not interested, man. Because, you know, when it comes to Michael Jackson, for me, he's still fucking bad. You know, I don't even want to know about his escapades. And, you know, I heard, what was it? Fucking Dave Chappelle said it. You know, I fucking agree. If he's going to be a fucking pedophile, why didn't he bang the guy from Home Alone? You know? I mean, if you're going to go for it, take that guy. Yeah, maybe it was too difficult to catch, you know? But anyway. Here, go into a new record I bought recently. This band is called The Country Westerns. So it's not country and western, they're called The Country Westerns, which is super stupid because try and find that on fucking internet. You get 1 million fucking hits. But anyway, this record is pretty fucking good. You know, after that, we'll end it off a bit harder. But here, The Country Westerns. Yeah, that was it. The country westerns. Okay, yeah, I made a mistake here because I was like, I'm only going to do 1.5 hours. So actually, I got to quit in 4 minutes. It's sad, but I'll be back next week and I'll probably do a 1,500 hour version. You know, only if you guys are enjoying this shit, you know. I can imagine it's not for everybody. I mean, it's not bom bom bom. It's not boom bak boom bak boom bak. But you know, it's fucking Friday afternoon, man. You know, I just wanna educate you guys. You know, because for me, there's only good music and shit music, and like it comes in all forms. You know, like for me, even that Sam Cooke song just now is hard as nails. You know, but yeah, that's just me. Maybe I'm an old dude. You know, maybe I'm a fucking old dude. Anyway, we're gonna end it with a blast beat, that is. Ha 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 ha. Kadunch. No kazoos involved in this, but maybe I'll add one, like. Just kidding. Okay, this is Nachtmystium, American black metal band. In real life, the singer is a fucking asshole, I heard. But yeah, then again, you know, that's why you should never meet your idols. I mean, trust me, meet me, you're gonna think, fuck this Thresher, he's a dick. You know, he's a fucking dick. I get that all the time. You know, he's a dick, he didn't even, you know, talk to me. No, it's actually not true. I love everybody, but you know, just to get back to the point of never meet your idols. See, I'm not an idol, I'm just one of you guys, just a moron loving this weird shit. But like really, real idols, just don't meet them. You know, it's always going to disappoint you, you know. Anyway, Nachtmystium, last track, Wonderful World of Wax. Thanks for tuning in. Be back next week. And I don't know when I'll be playing them because that's it. We just dig through this shit. Here we go. Fuck it. You guys are in luck. I'll play one more song after this. good old Nachtmystium. Yeah, you know, it's one of those, it's fucking emotional, man. You know, it's a romantic song. It's about him proposing to his girlfriend, you know, leading a happy life until the part where he chops her to pieces, eats her, and, you know, offers his shit to Satan. Something like that, I think. Yeah, it's a very emotional song. It's, I don't know, it's, they had a complicated relationship, you know, but yeah, you know, who doesn't? I think it's even a status you can have on Facebook, right? It's complicated. What the fuck's up with that? It's complicated. Life is fucking complicated, man. Fuck that shit with it's complicated. You're either together if you're not. And even if you don't want it on Facebook, well, fuck it. Don't put it on fucking Facebook. Fuck that shit. Mark Zuckerberg can choke on a fucking bag of dicks anyway. I fucking hate that shit. You know, the only reason I have Facebook is because you guys are on Facebook. You know, why don't we all just fucking leave Facebook? You know, and just, I don't know, fucking go back to the good old days, you know? Like, I don't know, call each other, meet up in real person, you know, fuck Corona, but, nah, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. Fuck Facebook. Fuck Mark Zuckerberg. He's a fucking dick. Anyway, hey, you know, Queen, We Will Rock You, you know? You know, the Queen version is a cover, right? Because it's from, the original is an obscure Japanese band. But it never became a hit because Japanese people can't say rock. You get what I mean? We will rock you. Ask Akira. It won't work. He won't be able to say we will rock you. Anyway, this is the original. We will lock you.
The street's gonna be a big mess. Someday you got mud on your face. You big disgrace, kicking your can all over the place. We will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're a young man, heart.
We will walk you. That's actually a good one. We will walk you.
Waving your banner all over the place. We will rock you. We will rock you. Buddy, you're made your mouth, you put it with your eyes, gonna make you something. You got money on your face, you big with this, somebody will put you back into you. We will rock you.
DJ Craze on the turntables this part. So yeah, that was We Will Lock You by Melt Banana, which is actually a cover. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to lie to you, but no, Queen was actually first with this one. Okay, I'm done with the show. This is my last track, you know? But as it's Friday afternoon, and it's time to drink beer. It's time to celebrate the weekend in Corona land, where we can actually do fuck all but drink. My liver, seriously, Corona's not my fucking problem, man. I'll tell you this. I don't know what it's like for you guys. Corona will not kill me. But my alcohol problem that I've actually, since Corona, dude, before Corona, I never had a problem with drinking, you know? I just drink when I was with friends. Now I drink because I have to. It's fucking, what the fuck's up with that? So, Corona won't kill me. But alcohol could definitely kill me. But anyway, no, fuck it. I'm gonna get my life back on track, man. Gonna work out, go to the gym. I quit smoking recently. I'm trying to be a good person, better version of myself, because you are what you drink, right? But then again, it's also fucking like, what is it? You are what you drink, but then again, alcohol preserves. It's fucking confusing, right? It's fucking confusing. Anyway, last track of the day. One of my all-time favorite AC/DC tracks. Because in a way, AC/DC are always great because they always sound the same. Every record sounds the same. And at least that's one of the most stable things in my life. You Shook Me All Night Long, which I always play for Nikki. Because in a way, it's about her. Have a good fucking Friday. Drink up. Do something with your life. Or don't. I don't care. Because this is Thrasher signing off. Wonderful World of Wax. See you next week. Yeah, and hidden. Yeah, I don't know. We've been trying to find him, but he's hidden somewhere. Nah, tomorrow night. An evening with Hidden. Doesn't this want to make you fucking take pole dance lessons? Get your shirt off, drink beer, and have fun, man. This is fun.
She was a fast machine, she cocked the motor clean. She was the best damn woman that I ever seen. She had the sightless eyes, telling me no lies.
Knocking me out with those American thighs.
Taking more than a share, had me fighting for air. She told me to
Come, but I was already there. Sing it together, people. Come on, let's all fucking sing it. Thumbs up if you're digging AC/DC. Shout off, smash it the fuck out of it. And you shook me all night long.
Yeah, you shook me all night long. And knocked me out of that. You shook me all night long. You held me shaking and you shook me all night long.
Should I do a kazoo solo? Should I do it? Should I do it? Let's fucking go. Rinsing it. AC/DC, you shook me all night long. Have a good Friday, people. Tomorrow night, it's all about a night with Hidden, if we can find him. But it's sold out, so you don't have tickets. premium subscription to the Prospect app, you can watch the show at home. Just saying. Until next time. Oh yeah, I got a little message here from Manu Le Malin, especially for you guys. This is what he's got to say.
Hello, creators of the night, bad girls, bad boys, it's Le Malin. And right now, you are listening to Prospect Radio.
Until next time.